hear Uncle John's band playing to the tide. Come with me or go.
I'm Eileen Collier, Carteret. I graduated from William Patterson in June of 1970, and the morning of October 11th, I received a phone call, and they said, "Hey, can you stage manage the Grateful Dead show tonight?" And my first response was, I graduated. I'm not involved in the space anymore. And they sort of indicated I was the only person that they trusted with the keys for the place while the Grateful Dead was going to be around.
I'm Mark Muller. I'm the musical director, I guess creative force behind Dead on Live. 1970 is a transitional point for the Grateful Dead. Working Man's Dead had just come out that year, 1970. And when they played here in October, American Beauty hadn't yet come out. It was still a month from coming out. So they went from that acid-tinged jam band, blues, rock, acid music, to Jerry going back to his folk roots as a banjo player. And Working Man's Dead, American Beauty came out, and it just launched them into the band that they were going to be.
I think what's also special is, Pigpen was still alive. And if you appreciate Grateful Dead music, and if you're a true fan, that's a really big thing.
I understand in researching that they had a little trouble getting here, ended up lost in Patterson for a while. I guess they didn't even get a whole set list, a whole show together, but they were so late.
By the time the band made it here, and of course they had to have a sound check, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that kept delaying, the 8 p.m. curtain that we had hoped for. And Phil Lesh came, he was probably one of the last to arrive. And he had a small entourage with him, let's just put it nicely that way. And behind him, that may or may not be related to him, right, we don't know, were 2 nitrous oxide tanks. And away they went toward the dressing room. So I sort of went into putting on my stage manager blinders, which as a stage manager, you often have to do. You have to, pick your battles kind of thing. And I let that go. And that's when they decided they were just going to do one show and so forth and so on. There was a lot of pot being smoked in the dressing room, no doubt about that. I mean, you could smell it, obviously. And then I said, there's really nothing for me to do. Like, they don't really care, which was fine. So I came down, and they had, equipment behind them. And I jumped up on a speaker over there, off on the stage left corner a little bit. And years ago, you could go into a local bar or tavern and get a cardboard quart container of beer to go. So I'm sitting up on that speaker or, case or whatever it was, and one of those containers came in my direction, and whoever handed it to me said, "Compliments of the Dead." I looked in, thank you, and there were multiple hits of bladder acid in the bottom of that container. And my guess was there was probably another container on the stage right side. So again, I had to go into, no, I'm in charge of the building mode, and I have keys, and I got to lock up this place at the end of the night. So I guess I'll just keep my eye on everybody and hope that, the building survives. But those are like my highlight memories from that night.
Come hear Uncle John's band playing to the tide.